Hey guys, okay, sorry I'm late making this video. We had some company today. A relative came down to visit us in our new place. So I was actually just getting ready to make this video when our doorbell rang. So I have all the questions written down. I just want to say that I'm not going to be really answering the ones about, I wish I could, but about injury and what to do, because I'm really not qualified. Like, I'm not a personal trainer, a doctor, a physical therapist, something like that. I don't personally know what's going on with your body to be able to, properly advise you. So I would just say the main thing with that is when it comes to an injury, obviously you're going to need healing, you're going to need some time and some patience on your part and some understanding, and then you're going to have to just listen to advice from your doctor. And you're not going to want to further injure that section of your body, that area of your body. So you're gonna have to rest it, and you're gonna have to do the certain specific exercises that you're told to do by a professional to help with the healing process. Okay, so unfortunately, I'm not gonna be able to tell you, for like a slip disc and things like that, because a lot of these workouts will you would risk further injury, because that's just like I was doing dive bombers one day, and one of you wondered, how you could do it with a back injury, and unfortunately, I can't think of a whole lot of ways that you could do that without risking further injury. Okay, so that scares me. I don't want to give out advice like that I have no clue, you personally, what's going on. So. And then Rob, you were saying that you have perfectionist tendencies and you're just coming back from injury. So I hope that you heal up soon. And I'm a bit of a perfectionist as well. So I think the whole idea with that is that you're just going to have to sort of put those aside and listen to your body and accept that it's going to take a little bit longer than someone that doesn't have an injury. You're going to have to realize that. You're just going to have to listen to it in order to accomplish what you want. Because if you don't, and your perfectionist tendencies lead you the wrong direction, which they usually do, then it's just gonna take you longer to get where you want to go, and you don't want that, So, just kind of put that on the back burner and do what you're advised to do, and take it easy on yourself for a little while, and you'll be glad later that you did. But I'm the same way. Like I even pregnant and stuff, like people just always thought that I pushed myself a little too hard. But I don't think that, like I said before, when you're pregnant, and I get a lot of questions on this, when you're pregnant and you don't have anything going on badly with your body, you're just pregnant, and you don't have morning sickness, and you don't have, I was tired a lot. That's about the extent of it. But I was strong when I went into my pregnancy, so I didn't want to lose that. So I just continued to work out the best that I could, but I did not risk, harming the baby in any way by getting my heart rate up dangerously high. I educated myself on what I shouldn't be doing and how I should properly work out pregnant. So my body was already used to it, so I was fine that way, okay? There's a whole video, and I'll probably post it today just for some of you that just kind of found my page and my videos, and I'll post that video on what I did pregnant. So, because I got a lot of questions on that, okay? So when it comes to all the questions with muffin tops, Karina, lifting the booty, Neely Jean, lean tone arms, Danielle, what else? Cindy wanted to know about arms, weak ankles, Rebecca, love handles, Geneva. I love your name, by the way. I love that name, Geneva. I saw that and I was like, oh, if I had a little girl, oh, that's so, Lakin. I was going to name her Lakin if Brax was a girl. but I like Geneva. I just saw that and I like it. So, love handles. And, oh, flat belly. That's funny. Carrie said, have I ever struggled with my weight? How in the world did I get my flat belly after 3 pregnancies? If I wasn't so cute, she'd have a hard time liking me. I'll take that as a compliment. But, yeah, I have. When I was a teenager, about 13, 14, 15, I started getting, you know, the booty and the hips, and of course I inherited issues with breakouts and hormones. I had the craziest hormones God ever gave a woman. That's how I am, and I'm still trying to get completely balanced out after my last pregnancy. They got worse after every pregnancy. So the menopausal thing is kind of weird because this one Melissa was talking about hormonal problems, endometriosis, and it threw her into kind of a menopausal state, and it's hard to maintain her weight loss. That's what happened to me after this last pregnancy. My body kind of went into a menopausal. I was having hot flashes. My hair was falling out. I was having horrible breakouts, and it was all hormonal. There was nothing at all I could do about it, just without help. So I did have to go back to my doctor like 6 to 8 months after I had Brax and find out what in the world I could do. And basically they put me back on like the birth control pill, and then I had to what else did they say? Oh, and then basically they just said your body will eventually balance out, and if not, they checked my thyroid and it was okay. So women and hormones can do very crazy things, but I also learned that for each of us it's so unique and so different, our hormone issues. I mean, it can be the estrogen or the progesterone, or something is off, too high or too low. So when it comes to that, I would tell you to go to your woman's doctor, your baby doctor, whatever. And that's what I did. I had to go back and I had to get some tests done and make sure my hormones were, or my thyroid was okay. And then they just were telling me, based on the symptoms that I was having, that, you know, I was acting as if I was menopausal, which was just, it was just a common symptom of women after a pregnancy, and the hair loss and stuff. That's how some women are affected. Others don't ever experience any of it, you know, whatever. So I guess my estrogen was low, like super low. And we just had to wait. And about 2 months after I went, everything was fine. And my hair just started like growing back in everywhere. And now it's like thick again and crazy. And so it's just, everyone is very different, women, when it comes to that. And to answer, let's see. Where was the question? How tall am I? I'm 5'5.5" to 5'6". I did struggle with my weight as far as I started quickly gaining weight in my hip area. And like I was saying, I was having some acne, and I started working out on a regular basis, and then the weight seemed, I was young though, so the weight was, you know, came off with no problem. But if I didn't work out and I was eating like not the proper way, I wasn't eating clean, sure, I gained weight, like, and I didn't like my body. I had cellulite, and I was only 18. I still have stretch marks from where I lost the weight, because I was just getting very hippie, and there was not a whole lot of tone to my physique at all. Even in my belly area has never been an issue for me, as far as like having trouble with, you know, extra rolls in my belly, never. But my butt and my hips and my legs, because I'm actually long-waisted, so my tummy and that whole area is normally not the problem area. And I have narrow shoulders, so it really, my body really looked like more like a pear, because my upper body is narrow and I have a long torso, but then my shorter lower half was storing the weight. And I just, of course, I didn't like the way it looked. I did not feel good about myself. And so obviously I can relate to, like, I know what it feels like to, you know, have excess weight in certain areas and just not feel good about yourself. Bad posture, Tara. How do you deal with bad? How do you correct it? I used to have very poor posture, and my one grandmother got on me, and she just said it was so super important. I was about 13. She said the best way to work on it is to actually, like when I was at school, she said to sit up in your chair like super erect. Just practice doing it. When you notice that you're kind of slumping, she said just make yourself sit erect and put your shoulders back and your back straight. And I listened to her, and to this day I have almost ridiculous posture. Like, it's so straight. Like, I walk that way. And I do it. She passed away, and I do it even more after she passed away because it was so important to her. She did not want me to have bad posture. She was so insistent that I correct that young. And it just tickles me, like, now that I do have really good posture because of her, probably. So, and for my stretching before, I will do a video on what I do before a workout and after a workout. I do the butterfly things for like some warm up and cool down. But as far as stretching, I'll make a video on that too, so you can see exactly what I do, because it is very, very important. I usually try to stretch about 3 to 4 minutes before a workout. Usually not more than that. I did breastfeed. I breastfed all 3 children, and when it came to working out, Wendy, and calories, how much water, I basically just did everything that I did before I got pregnant, because that's what my body was used to. That's how my nurse explained it. Do what your body's used to. So that's what I did. I ate the same. I drank. I was drinking a lot of water before, so I drank a lot of water while I was breastfeeding. You need to. While I was pregnant, I got in that habit. As far as calories, I ate the same things in the same amounts that I ate, which this is different for everybody. So I didn't count like my calories or anything like that. I know some of you do that. It works well, and you need to. But for me, I don't complicate my life any more than it already is. And to me, counting calories and counting numbers on a scale and measuring out your portions just so, to me, is not a normal way of living. It's not a simplified lifestyle that is just easy to maintain. To me, it's more like a chore. It's a nuisance, and I don't feel it's necessary for me. Not to say that it isn't for other people, it most certainly is. But for me, I don't like to live that way. So, I just ate the same. I drank the same, and same amount of water, and I did my workout slow at first, and I built myself back up, and I actually had like an excess amount of milk. Like, I did not have trouble with the milk supply or anything decreasing because I was working out, because I worked out before I got pregnant and I worked out while I was pregnant. So when I was breastfeeding, it was just like my body was already used to it. Now, if I had quit working out and if I had tried to diet after I had the baby, you know, like I was eating a certain way and then I cut way back on my calories or whatever, I probably would have been affected with my milk supply. But I was eating the same as I was eating while I was pregnant, and I was eating the same as before I was pregnant, and I was drinking about the same amount of water, and I was doing the same kind of workout. So my body was not in shock. It was not. That's usually why your milk supply will decrease, because, you know, your body kind of goes into a shock mode where you're cutting calories or you're changing something, okay? And you don't want to do that when you're nursing. So I didn't do that, and I didn't have trouble with my milk supply. Okay, so yeah, I addressed the hormone problems, Melissa. Hormones can be so huge when it comes to weight gain, weight loss, our moods, our energy. Hormones in women can be nuts. So, I don't have a whole lot, like I said, of advice for you personally. Your doctor will, because sometimes they have to, you know, they do blood work and they do all kinds of things just to see what's going on with your personal hormones, because they're all different. It's not like a one answer for, you know, all women. It's very different. Okay. When it came to my abs after my pregnancy, first baby, my abs popped right back. I mean, within, not even joking, 3 weeks, you couldn't even tell I had a baby, my first baby. That's a little bit genetic. My mom was kind of like that. She had 4 children. I don't think she ever got a stretch mark. I kind of talked about this before. Now, the middle pregnant, my second child, I noticed it was a little bit harder for me in my lower body to get, you know, back to where I was. Like, it was just, even with my tummy area and stuff, I didn't have the stretch marks, no, but it was just, there was like, it was harder for that area to go back to more lean tone look like I had before I got pregnant, okay, because I was very lean. So that took a little longer. My last one, this last pregnancy, wasn't bad. The only thing I said I had issues was the hormones. But as far as bouncing back, I think maybe I just retained, or I just had like a little bit of more loose skin. And you can't really see it like when I'm just standing here or like I'm laying back, but you can see it like when I bend over, like you can see a little bit of like loose skin down below my belly button, you know. So that's just something that through toning exercise, which I showed you what I do in my videos, and through putting some muscle there, okay, that has helped, you know, because people saying, you know, well, I'll eat less and, you know, they do tons of cardio and stuff like that. What they don't realize is actually muscle is what helps this area. To lose weight isn't necessarily going to help it. It's just going to make it more, your skin looser and saggier, and, you know, it's kind of going to hang off of you. So just like any part of your body, when you put on a little bit of muscle and add some strength to that section of your body, that area, it's going to be less noticeable. It's going to fill it out more. Your skin's going to be a little bit tighter, you know, so you're not going to see a bunch of loose skin. Whereas if you just lose the weight and you're not strong and toned there, it's going to hang more, okay? Didn't have morning sickness in answer to Sabrina, so what did I eat? But Rob was kind enough to tell her to eat arrowroot biscuits, which I've seen those at the store. She said her family, morning sickness runs in the family, and those help. So thank you, Rob, for that answer. First thing in the morning, I think she said. And then Corinna, I showed you in the videos yesterday how I did those kneeling things, those kneeling exercises. You go back, you don't touch your butt to your heels, you almost do. And that really works your quads. Okay, so I showed that in that video. Let me know if you caught that. Yeah, like I said, Angela, I'll show my warm up and cool down. How much protein do I eat in a day? Not really sure, Angela. I try to get protein in every meal that I eat, every sizable meal that I eat. I might snack on a fruit or something during the day, and I don't always supplement it with yogurt or have, you know, yogurt with it. Complement it with yogurt or nut, but I try to. And the big meals, I'll always, you know, have my eggs or have my lean protein, like I don't really like chicken, so like seafood, hummus, almond butter, things like that. So even bulgur wheat I like. And I bought this today. This is my favorite cereal right now. It's got pumpkin and sunflower seeds in it. It's a muesli. But as you can see there, the oats and the dates and the raisins and the nuts, and it's so good. Let's see, whole grains, no preservatives, naturally occurring sugars in the fruit, low sodium, vegetarian approved. Best served with milk, yogurt. But yeah, it's got the pumpkin and the sunflower seeds in there. It's super substantial. I really like that. I will continue to post things about my meals. Fato, I know she's French. I don't know if I see her all the time on my page. I don't know if I said that right. But she asked me about my cheat meal, how many times a week. Generally, a cheat meal I will have once or twice a week, no more than that. Like today we went out with a family member to a restaurant. We had like the buffet style. So I got a nice salad and I got like the pulled chicken, and it was a treat because they had tons of vegetables and good meats to choose from. Okay, but then for dessert I had some carrot cake and a little bit of ice cream, and it's Sunday, so, you know, that's generally when I do my cheat anyway. And I did get a pumpkin, I think it was a pumpkin spice, cinnamon spice latte or something this morning because it's Sunday and I worked hard this week. So, like I said, generally 1 to 2 cheat meals a week. Don't go overboard, you know, I don't stuff myself to where I'm bloated. Sometimes I might take some home and enjoy it later too, on my I don't really call it a cheat day, but like my treat day. Kelly, I don't really count my calories. You were asking about that, and you said for you need to because, you know, you're struggling to get enough. You want to make sure you're getting enough, and I understand that. So as far as how many calories, I posted, like in my notes section, I said I posted generally what I eat in a day, and that's still true to this day. That's about how I eat, and I'm posting 1 or 2 meals a day for you to show you, you know, the actual food choices and even the portions. Those are the portions that I'm actually eating. So it's enough because I'm actually building muscle and I'm maintaining my body where it is now. I'm not losing weight. I actually gained weight. I was 117. I weighed myself. My husband's been weighing himself, so I weighed myself last week, and like I said, I was like 114, 115, something like that. So I'm actually 117, and don't know, it could have been fluids. I don't even stress about it. I think I've gained some muscle though, and so that's normal because my pants still fit and they fit better. So, and then Carrie wondered if I had a good post-workout shake or breakfast shake. My favorite, and I'll just tell you this, I think I posted before, I get the, and I haven't bought these for a while just because we've been moving, it's been crazy, but they're Spiritine. You get them at GNC or something, and I think they have like soy and pea protein in them, but they taste so good. And they come in little packets. So I'll put one of those little packets in with whatever, like the almond milk that I have. One of those packets, my favorite is the, I think it's the cappuccino or the chai latte, and they have, I think, a tropical one. They have so many. Peanut butter, coffee. I'll put one of those protein packets in my skim milk or my almond milk or whatever I have, and then I'll put like just a tiny bit of yogurt in there, like maybe just a big tablespoon or something of yogurt, or an avocado for creaminess. And then I'll throw in whatever fruit, which lately I've been really enjoying peaches and mangoes. And they're really good. A banana, I'll throw in half a banana, usually maybe a whole banana, depending on, because sometimes I like to put the rest in the freezer or whatever, and then have it a little bit later. So it's usually always a banana in there. And then some flax oil if I have it. And sometimes I even put some oats in there, just for some added protein, and then carbs. And usually it's blueberries, raspberries, generally to go with banana. But lately it's been peaches and mangoes. And I think that's about all I put. Maybe a little bit of vanilla. So I have the protein packet, I have the almond milk, I have the fruit, and then you can put whatever in there that you like. I'm trying to think. A lot of people put in peanut butter, almond butter. I mean, you can just cocoa. You can put whatever you want to make it taste like you like. It just depends what you like. A lot of you make green smoothies, which are super healthy and super good for you. I like bananas before I work out. I love bananas before I work out. So even if I'm in a big rush, like a half hour before I work out, sometimes I'll just take a banana, slice it in half, and spread almond butter on it, and just eat that. I mean, to me, that's really, really good before I work out. I'll be posting a lot more good ideas for pre and post workout visuals, so you guys can see. Let's see. I think that pretty much answers everything that I was able to answer with the knowledge that I have. Yeah, okay, and I saw a lot of stuff on love handles. Love handles disappear significantly when you get your diet right. It's very clean. Your portions are small and more frequent throughout the day. Lots of water. Cut back on any and all sugars, processed foods, artificial crap in your food. And combined with HIIT training, which is high intensity interval training, and that's what Body Rock is. That's what these workouts are, and or Tabata style training. And what it is, it burns fat. It burns fat, which gets rid of the love handles, and it tones you also. It builds muscle, burns fat, and tones your whole body. So we're not really into spot reduction or anything like that. Don't really know if that even works. It's not, I don't think it's really even effective. People that, they just, sure, there's like things you can do to help tone up your derriere and your arms and things like that. But as far as, I just want to get rid of my love handles. My whole body's perfect the way it is. I just want to, if you lose weight in certain parts of your body, that's like women, breast tissue is fat, it's made of fat. So if you see it all the time, women that actually build a lot of muscle in their body, they lose fat from their breast. It just happens. So, it's like you gain a nice muscular physique, but then your fat in your breast tissue is gone. So a lot of it. So you win some, you lose some. So I know that it's just these workouts are designed to train your whole entire body and to lose fat in your problem areas as a whole, and to build muscle where muscle should be. That's what they're designed to do, and that's what they do, because I've seen it in myself, and I've seen it in lots and lots of progress pictures and friends of mine. So yeah, I hope that I did a decent job with this. I'm a little off track today because, like I said, we had a really fun day, but it's just I was going to do this a while ago, and I didn't get to it. So yeah, and like I said, when it comes to your injuries, I'm sorry that you've had those, and I'm sorry that they've caused you to sort of feel like you've regressed in your gains, your muscle gains, and your physique. But it's really important for you to heal, and it's really important for you to ask your doctor the best exercises to do, because they know, that's what they study. So they know, if it's gonna. Most time they're gonna tell you, no, lay off training for a while. But you know your body, and you know when you feel your best, and you feel, so you can even, I tell a lot of people, if you have some kind of injury that they tell you no, absolutely no to these type of workouts, then go walk, get outside, go take your dog on just an hour-long walk a day, get out, stay active. You don't have to be, doing your jumping jacks and your high knees and your abs and dive bombers and all that kind of stuff. You can still eat clean, still make healthy choices, and you can still be active, you know. So just remember that. And you know, it might hit me someday, hopefully not soon, but you know, I might have an injury and I might have to just take a step back, and then I'll be able to tell you, you know, this is what I did, this is what I've been told to do. So just keep your positive outlook and know that, you know, it could happen to anybody, and it doesn't mean that you're weak. It doesn't mean that you're not going to get back to where you were. It just means that you had a little temporary injury and you need to heal, and then you can properly start working out again when your body's ready. Okay? So I hope you guys have had a really great Sunday. I have, and I'm looking forward to this week and to making some good workout videos for you guys and checking in. And you guys have been just awesome with your messages to me and your comments and your encouragement. So I really, really thank you for that. And I'll be talking to you very soon. Bye.